Welcome to the spoken tutorial on buffer solutions. In this tutorial, we will learn to prepare 0.5 M acetate buffer of pH 3.6 and test the buffering action with small amounts of acid and base. To follow this tutorial, you should be familiar with Chem Collective VLabs interface. If not, for relevant tutorials, please visit our website. Here I am using Mac OS version 10.10.5. Chem Collective VLabs version 2.1.0, Java version 8. Here I have opened Virtual Chemistry Labs application window. Click on File menu and select Load Homework option. Default Lab Setup dialog box opens. Double-click on Acids and Bases folder. Click on Buffer Creation Problem. The required chemicals for this experiment are provided in the Stockroom Explorer. Let me demonstrate how to make acetate buffer solution. A buffer solution is composed of a weak acid or weak base and its conjugate salt. Its pH changes very little when a small amount of acid or base is added to it. Henderson-Hasselbalch equation is useful for estimating the pH of a buffer solution. Please refer to the excellent tutorial on buffers at the following link. To prepare acetate buffer of a particular pH, acetic acid and sodium acetate are mixed in various proportions. To prepare 50 ml of pH 3.6 acetate buffer, we have to mix 46.3 ml of 0.1 m acetic acid and 3.7 ml of sodium acetate. Back to the workbench. Let us retrieve the chemicals and apparatus required for this experiment. From the Stockroom Explorer, click on Water, 1 m sodium acetate and 1 m acetic acid. From Glassware Cabinet, retrieve 250 ml Erlenmeyer flask, 50 ml graduated cylinder. Make the duplicates of all the apparatus. Rename graduated cylinders as G1 and G2. Rename Erlenmeyer flasks as A1 and A2. Let us prepare 0.5 m acetic acid by diluting 1 m acetic acid. Measure 50 ml of acetic acid in the graduated cylinder G1. Pour the contents of the graduated cylinder G1 into Erlenmeyer flask A1. Measure 50 ml of water using the same graduated cylinder. Pour water into Erlenmeyer flask A1. Click on flask A1 and note the pH. It shows a pH of 2.53. Similarly, prepare 0.5 m sodium acetate solution. Measure 50 ml of 1 m sodium acetate solution in graduated cylinder G2. Transfer this solution into Erlenmeyer flask A2. Measure 50 ml of water using the same graduated cylinder. Pour water from graduated cylinder into Erlenmeyer flask A2. Click on flask A2. Note the pH. It shows a pH of 9.23. We now have 0.5 m acetic acid and 0.5 m sodium acetate solutions. Retrieve a 250 ml beaker from the glassware cabinet. Transfer 46.3 ml of 0.5 m acetic acid into the beaker. Bring flask A1 over to the beaker. Type 46.3 in the transfer amount input bar. Click on Pour. Transfer 3.7 ml of 0.5 m sodium acetate into the beaker. Bring flask A2 over to the beaker. Type 3.7 in the transfer amount input bar. Click on Pour. Click on the beaker. Check the pH in the pH meter. pH is shown as 3.66. We now have an acetate buffer solution of pH 3.66. Rename the beaker with buffer solution as acetate buffer. Remove the used Erlenmeyer flasks and graduated cylinders from the workbench. To test the buffering action, select water, 1 m hydrochloric acid, 1 m sodium hydroxide from Stockroom Explorer. We will have to dilute 1 m hydrochloric acid and 1 m sodium hydroxide to 0.1 m hydrochloric acid and 0.1 m sodium hydroxide. Retrieve 2 sets of 10 ml graduated cylinders, 250 ml beakers, disposable pipettes from the glassware cabinet. Rename graduated cylinders as G1 and G2. Rename beakers as A and B. Rename disposable pipettes as P1 and P2. Measure 9 ml of water using graduated cylinder G1. Pour it into 250 ml beaker A. Add 1 ml of 1 m hydrochloric acid to beaker A using disposable pipette P1. 0.1 m of hydrochloric acid is ready for use. Similarly, dilute 1 m sodium hydroxide with water to prepare 0.1 m sodium hydroxide. Prepare 0.1 m sodium hydroxide in beaker B similarly as before. Diluted acid has a pH of 1. Diluted base has a pH of 13. Let us add a small amount of acid to check the buffering action. Place the disposable pipette over the flask A. Withdraw 0.2 ml of hydrochloric acid from flask A. Place the pipette over the beaker containing acetate buffer. Pour 0.2 ml into buffer solution. Observe the change in pH. Notice that there is not much change in pH. Now add small amount of base to the buffer solution. Withdraw 0.2 ml of 0.1 m sodium hydroxide using disposable pipette. Place the pipette over the beaker containing buffer. Pour 0.2 ml into buffer solution. Observe the pH meter. Notice that there is no much change in the pH. Add acid and base to the buffer solution a few more times and check the pH. Let us summarize. In this tutorial, we have learned to prepare 0.5 m acetate buffer of pH 3.6. Tested buffering action with small amounts of hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide. As an assignment, prepare pH 5 acetate buffer and test with small amounts of acid and base. Hint: use 14.7 ml of 0.5 m acetic acid and 35.3 ml of 0.5 m sodium acetate. The video at the following link summarizes the spoken tutorial project. Please download and watch it. The Spoken Tutorial project team conducts workshops using spoken tutorials and gives certificates on passing online tests. For more details, please write to us. Please post your timed queries in this forum. Spoken Tutorial project is funded by NMEICT MHRD Government of India. More information on this mission is available at this link. This tutorial is contributed by Snehalata Kaliappan and Madhuri Ganpati from IIT Bombay. Thank you for joining.